Hey guys, it's me, Stormy, and welcome to your November 2016 Love Only Horoscope. So this month, fun, love it. We're going to check in on Venus and Mars. And Mars is going to be moving into our eccentric sign, Aquarius. Now, he's going to be here from November 9th all the way until December 19th. So what does this mean? We have Mars wanting to be friendly, wanting to make new friendships, wanting to deepen a friendship, maybe even wanting to play or do some things that are just really different, right? This can also mean that you are attracted to somebody who maybe has some qualities that normally you wouldn't be attracted to, right? And the other thing I think that this is really fun to be about is that you may feel like being more social, which is cool. Getting out, maybe you meet somebody on Facebook and it's like, oh, I just friend requested, but didn't think anything of it. And then you start a really funny conversation or something. It could really just be quirky and eccentric this month as far as Mars goes. So that's a lot of fun. Then we look over to see what Venus is doing, and she is moving her beautiful self into our very cautious earth sign of Capricorn, right? Now, what I love about this is that it'll be this way until December. So here we can actually see commitments happening, different levels of commitment happening. There's this idea of responsibility where it's like, I can't just be in a relationship for no reason, or if I'm in a relationship, I need to own my part and be responsible. It's really a very responsible kind of energy that Venus moves into, but it's beautiful for helping us ground down and see the reality of some things. Maybe even to start to create some structure around a romance that's maybe just beginning, or one that's going on, or even some structure around what you want to bring into your life if you're single. Now, let's keep in mind that just because Capricorn is about responsibility and just because Capricorn is an earth sign, that doesn't take the sexy out. Capricorns will tell you that they are perfectly happy to bring some sexy back. Along with having a full moon in Taurus this month, the sensuality is here, okay? This could be a fun, I don't want to say lusty, but there could be some lustiness, but there's definitely going to be some sexy that is put into this month that you're able to access and use as long as you're willing to make the effort and just kind of go with the flow. You know what they say? The universe provides when the dude abides. You got to put that surfer wisdom out there this month, okay, guys? So if you want to see what's going up for your sign, just stay tuned. Hi, Taurus. So this month, you will be able to have a little bit more of a spiritual focus between you and your partner, or just around your love life in general. Because with Mars moving into Aquarius, it moves into this space for you where you really get to think and you get to process at a more spiritual level. There's a lot of harmony that will be being brought here. I also think that it's a place where you're having a lot more in-depth kind of spiritual conversations, right? Where you're just like, yeah, that's a great philosophy, or yeah, that's a great point. Now, where I do think it gets tricky is as we get towards the end of the month, you and your partner or you and another person may have differing opinions on something, and you're finding it kind of hard to get on their page. And that's okay. Take a deep breath, because ultimately what you're trying to figure out is what you really think about love, what you really think in this situation. It doesn't mean you need to burn the bridge down, but I also think you might have to take a couple more woo-saw breaths in order to get on page with another person. This applies if you're single as well, because maybe somebody's really presenting you a challenging opinion or something that really pushes your boundaries, and this is actually the person you end up liking. That's kind of cool. Now, another thing I think is delicious, helps you, really creates a space for you this month, is that on November 14th, we've got the full moon happening in Taurus. This illumination is pulling out of you your needs and your desires, and it's also helping you to identify what you need and communicate that well with another person. Even if you're single, you could just be talking to your bestie and you're like, this is what I found out I really need. This is what I feel like I'm craving. And it helps you to present this so that you can start to take action to make that happen. Really going to be a delicious month, I think, in this zone. And I also think it's going to be a very telling month, because it is a month where you have to start saying what you need and what you want, and then taking the action to not only move towards it, but allow maybe another person to help you do that as well. Really great month. So stay tuned. Have a great month. Stay tuned so that Monica can take you through the tarot portion. Bye, guys.
Hello everyone, this is Monica with Advice to Think Twice, and I'm here with your November 2016 mini tarot love scopes. Hopefully you enjoy the tarot and astrology love scopes this month. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. As always, please do keep in mind that these are general readings, so they're not going to apply to everybody watching. And of course you can watch your Moon or Rising sign readings for additional messages. But for now, let's just dive in and see what we have. So the current situation for you, Taurus, is the King of Wands. So with the King of Wands is your current situation. For some of you, you may be dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Whether you're coupled up or single, I feel like this fire sign is significant. For some of you, it feels like someone who is trying to get your attention or trying to pursue you. For others, this is someone you're interested in, or of course this could be your partner, and perhaps you're prioritizing your relationship at this time, or you're discussing things, you have some things to settle, or you have some things to put in place, I feel, okay, with the King of Wands. This could even be someone in work, someone you meet through work, or potentially a superior, a boss at work. And the King of Wands does also show up sometimes as the married man. So some of you could be interested in someone who's already married or already in a relationship. Your main opportunity for love this month is the Queen of Cups. So with the Queen of Cups, I feel that this could talk about opening up, expressing your feelings, expressing how you feel about a certain person. Because the Queen of Cups is all about unconditional love, unconditional support. It's also a card that talks about communication. And so discussing feelings, bringing your feelings to the surface, and expressing them, I feel like would be a good bet for some of you. The Queen of Cups can also be a water sign who can help you, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or Pisces. I feel like this person could help you achieve your goal. Or of course this person could work with you, perhaps help you clarify what it is that you need, what it is that you want in a relationship, what you want your love life to look like. Okay, it could even be someone who's a counselor or an advisor of sorts, someone you truly trust to give you advice. And this could also be someone working on your behalf, or someone trying to introduce you to someone. I feel for some of you with the Queen of Cups. And for others of you, this is also talking about the main opportunity for you this month, revolving around children, motherhood, starting a family for some of you. Your main challenge for the month when it comes to love life, we do have the Ten of Pentacles. So for some of you, you may actually be dealing with someone who's already involved in a relationship, in a marriage, perhaps already has a family, or you're dealing with someone who is available but they already have a family, so perhaps children. That's why children comes up for some of you. Would be something you need to consider, how you would go about this. Are you really ready for this? Do you really want this? Okay, that sort of situation. And for others, you know, like I say, this person could already be involved in a relationship, and so that's your challenge, that's the obstacle, and you need to figure something else out, or figure out a way to see what their intentions are moving forward. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles can also be, for some of you, I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is a standard or a wish you have at this time, where you would like things to go in your love life, in terms of, you know, having a long-term partner, starting a long-term relationship, or seeing a commitment or making a commitment. And it shows up as a challenge because especially if you're just starting to get to know someone, or if you're just starting a relationship, this is just saying you may be thinking too far too quickly. Try to be present in the moment, take it one day at a time, and then build your relationship so that potentially it can take you to where you want to go. But if you think too far ahead now, you may try to rush things and therefore affect the relationship in a negative way. Your advice in this situation, we have the Knight of Swords. with the Knight of Swords, this does tell you that if you are interested in someone, just go for it. Approach them, ask them out, start that conversation. Once again, express how you feel, tell them how you feel, okay? Confidently, don't be too subtle about it because they may miss it. Just express how you feel in a clear way that they can understand. The Knight of Swords is definitely a card that says stay focused, be determined, and go for what you want at this time. Just have a conversation, just ask the question. You never know what's going to happen. And for those of you, this could also be don't back down. I feel like there may be something that is not quite as it seems. So perhaps if you're talking to someone and they're telling you that that person that you're interested in is actually interested in someone else, you're not going to know until you actually talk to them. I feel for some of you that may apply. So again, the Knight of Swords is all about just go have that conversation. You know, there's nothing wrong in having a conversation, okay? And you never know what you can get out of it, actually, with the Knight of Swords here. But it definitely says don't back down and get more information, because it's swords, so it's about communication and information. Being honest with someone, being direct with someone also, okay, with the Knight of Swords is coming up. And if you do take the advice, what we have coming up in the outcome position, we have the Tower. And I clarified the Tower because I didn't want to just leave it at that. And I have the Two of Pentacles. So the Tower with the Two of Pentacles, for some of you, this does talk about actually you find out that the person you're interested in, even though they may be in a different relationship, they're going to leave that relationship, because the Tower can represent a breakup happening. And then with the Two of Pentacles, that talks about, for some of you, I feel like it talks about you becoming a very strong option, because with the Two of Pentacles, it's all about a decision that needs to be made, oftentimes between two different situations or two different people. And so I feel like with the Two of Pentacles and the Tower, for some of you, you definitely find out that actually they're not going to be involved with anyone very soon, and you're definitely a contender. For those of you, the Tower does talk about breakthrough or opening someone's eyes, or I feel your eyes being open in some cases, to the fact that someone really cares for you, someone is really trying to get your attention and trying to get to know you better. I feel like for some of you that is the case. And for others, this is you opening someone else's eyes to the situation, you telling them how you feel, and all of a sudden they start seeing you in a different light. So of course, it's all about opening up and just sharing how you feel, just showing someone how you feel. Again, you need to be clear and you need to be direct, because otherwise there can be, you know, miscommunication happening or misinterpretation. And so it's best to be clear and direct. And I feel like with the Tower, it does feel like a breakup. It could also be that maybe you are dating someone or you're seeing someone, and actually this is someone new coming in telling you how they feel and being very direct and very determined. And the more you think about it, actually you realize that you do want to free yourself from the current relationship you may be in and just see what this person has to offer. For some of you, it could be something like that, and so it could see you leaving a relationship to start another one, because it does represent things being shaken up and something being taken away or lost, so that something else, something better, can be rebuilt on that foundation. So it does feel like something like that for some of you. So, you know, there you have it. That's the reading. I hope that it makes sense, and I hope that it helps. I hope that you enjoy the tarot side and the astrology side of the November love scopes, and that you have a wonderful month. So I'll talk to you soon. Take care.